Hi guys, it's lovely to see you back on my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how I created the base for this wonderful flawless look. So skin work and base for the eyeshadow. So if you're yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe to my channel, like my video and drop a comment. So the first thing I'll be starting with is cleaning my base, and I'm just going in with wipes. I really need a very clean base because that sets the tone for my makeup. After I'm done with my wipes, I go in with my micellar water and clean again, and then I go in with my setting spray. I'm just using a normal Kiss Beauty setting spray. Then I clean and then I spray again, and I just leave it there on the skin. Now I'm going to moisturizing, and I'm using this hyaluronic serum and this sunscreen. I'm going to leave all my products in the description box so that you can know what I used for sure. I was applying to her skin. I made sure that the applicator did not touch her skin. If you can't make sure of that, just put your drops of moisturizer on your palette first, then go in. And then now I'm going to go into my sunscreen. I'm just going to put amount that I feel comfortable with. I'm using this moisturizing sunscreen, and there I have it. Now after my sunscreen, I'm done with hydrating her skin. I'm going to go in with priming. Now to prime for this wonderful base for the look that I want, I'm going to be using this Aqua Grip Primer by Miss Metics and Oil Block with from Zaron Cosmetics. And I'm just going in with my Aqua Grip first with Miss Metics. I really love the feel it gave, and then after applying that, I made sure to avoid underneath her eyes because I really wanted that portion to be as moisturized as possible. So I went in with my oil block. I needed to shake that a lot before going with it. Applied it on my brush, and I just applied it on her nose, forehead, T-zone, and that was it. And then of course I had to go into set and lock up all the skin prep with my setting spray. You can use any setting spray of your choice. And then I had to go in with the lip balm because the lips have to be moisturized, for my lipstick later. As I told you, I'm just showing you my base for everything. So now for the foundation, these are the 3 foundations I'll be using. 2 of them are Nigerian brands, one is not a Nigerian brand. But before foundation, I needed to color correct, so I went in with my color corrector and I mixed that with the concealer I was going to use for her. I applied it on her skin and I used my finger to blend it first. You can decide to use a brush to blend or your beauty blender, but I wanted to use my hand first to just dab that in areas that I considered needed color correcting before I then went in with my beauty blender, and I was just making sure everything was just even. And if you can see, you will notice that there's some difference in the areas that were color corrected. Now when I have my smooth base, I'm going with my foundation. I got a good mixture from the 3 foundations I was using. My Chic foundation, Avour foundation, and Oriflame foundation. And I just put that on her skin, and you can see how it matches, And I just went that over. I used the brush first for my application. I like to use the brush first, and then I would set the foundation with setting spray before using my beauty blender. And if you can see, I was making sure to blend all the edges, and I avoided the area underneath her eyes because I was still going there with concealer and I did not want to build too much product. So for my blush placement, I just went on to the highest point of her cheekbone. I really, really love blush application. I did also on her nose. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't capture contour. I had to do it off camera because of space I had while filming. So now I'm going in with concealer to just highlight these points. And this is how I'm blending. I really want to make sure that it's blended perfectly. Underneath her eyes, bridge of her nose, her cupid bow, her chin, her forehead area. I just blend that in, and immediately I am done with blending with the concealer. I like to go in with my powder. In this video, I used my Zikel powder palette. I like to go in with my powder with my beauty blender because I feel like it gives me a smoother finish, and it avoids creasing as much as possible for me. Well, I've seen that work for me over time, so I've continued using it. So when I'm sure that I've gotten the base that I want by setting with my beauty blender, then I go in with my precision brush and just apply powder. I mix shades as I feel like, and I just apply to my clients or my model, whoever it is that I'm working on at the time. After powdering, I like to go in with my blush before I use setting spray to just set all that in. So I just pick my blush, and then I just apply that on the cream blush to just, you know, make the blush more pronounced. And then I'm going back underneath my eyes because I'm about to do eyeshadow work, and I'm just setting that with my powder. Now for the eyeshadow base, I just use my Clown White as my eyeshadow primer. I applied with my hand because of precision that I wanted. I did for the other eye, and then after that was done, I just took my eyeshadow and I applied, and that is how I was able to create the base for this gorgeous look. So if you loved my video, if you learned something, say hi.